Hi everyone! Today in our 5 questions video, we're talking about recognition. Members of our compensation plan, training, and events teams will be answering your questions. Bonnie Farley, our Director of Training and Events, is here to answer your first question. Bonnie, demonstrators want to know, how do we decide who to recognize?
Great question, Shannon. At Stampin' Up!, we appreciate that every demonstrator brings unique talents to their business, and we offer a variety of recognition categories so everyone has something to strive for. For example, those who excel in creating amazing projects might strive to join the artisan design team. Those who excel in making a difference to others might be nominated for the Heart of Stampin' Up! Award. In addition, there are several categories of recognition tied to the compensation plan. One of our goals was to create a compensation plan that was balanced with incentives and benefits for demonstrators at all levels. For new demonstrators, we have the Quick Start program. Our top performer categories and performance bonuses recognize demonstrators who excel in sales, recruiting, leadership, or a balance of all three. All demonstrators can strive to advance in title and reach their milestone Stampin' Up! Anniversaries. No matter what your goals are, we hope that there's a recognition category that inspires you to stretch and grow.
Demonstrators' next question is, which recognition happens at April onstage and which happens at November onstage? Kelly Jetty from Events will answer this one. Kelly, where are you?
Here I am. Achievements that are not tied to the Stampin' Up! Year will be recognized at both the April and November events. These include career-to-date sales milestones, Stampin' Up! Anniversaries, title advancements, and Quick Start achievements. Demonstrators who reach any of these achievements between October 1st and February 28th or February 29th in a leap year will be recognized at April onstage. Demonstrators who reach any of these achievements between March 1st and September 30th will be recognized at November onstage. In addition, achievements that are tied to the Stampin' Up! Year will be recognized at November onstage. These include Annual Award for Sales, Recruiting, and Leadership, Top Performers by Country, Global 100, and Flex Points achievements. That covers official compensation plan related recognition. Other categories of recognition, such as the Heart of Stampin' Up! Award and Artisan Design Team, as well as other spontaneous recognition, may also happen at an onstage event.
Thanks, Kelly. The next question is, what are the different forms of recognition that demonstrators can expect for their achievements? Karen Hawley from our compensation plan team will speak to that.
Great question, Shannon. Kelly has just talked about recognition that happens at our onstage events. Depending on the level of achievement within a category or the degree of difficulty for the achievement, onstage recognition may come in the form of a stand and wave or a stage experience. In addition, those who attend an onstage event may receive a ribbon for their achievement as a visible form of recognition during the event. Because not all demonstrators are able to attend an onstage event, we publish recognition for all demonstrators either in our Succeed Weekly email or on the demonstrator website under In the Spotlight. Each month in Succeed Weekly, we recognize new demonstrators and demonstrators who have advanced in title. Then, quarterly in Succeed Weekly, we recognize performance bonus achievers and Quick Start achievers. Our In the Spotlight section of the demonstrator website is where you'll find recognition for sales, recruiting, and leadership annual awards, career-to-date sales milestones, Stampin' Up! Anniversaries, incentive trip achievers, top performers by country, and our Global 100. Beginning this November, each website will have global lists instead of just your country list, so you can congratulate your friends around the world for their achievements. In addition, those who advance in title will receive a certificate by mail or post. Demonstrators will also receive a congratulations letter and a pin by mail or post when they reach each 5-year Stampin' Up! Anniversary. and those who reach each 100,000 CSV career-to-date sales milestone will receive a congratulations letter and pin by mail or post. Million sales achievers will receive additional recognition, including a unique home office visit. It's exciting to see more and more demonstrators reaching these milestones. More details about the different levels we recognize in each category can be found in the compensation plan document or the on-stage event page of the demonstrator website.
Excellent. Thank you, Karen. We have Scott Nielsen, our CFO and member of our compensation plan team, to answer your next question. What do you look at for the top performers for sales, recruiting, and leadership in each country versus the top performers overall in each country versus the Global 100?
Thanks, Shannon. Hi, everyone. First, let's talk about top performers in sales, recruiting, and leadership in each country. Here's what you need to know. As you know, there are 3 performance categories. They are sales, recruiting, and leadership, and they are based on one criterion. For sales, it's based on the total annual personal CSV. For recruiting, it's based on the number of annual direct qualified recruits. And for leadership, it's based on the number of direct team advancements to any title. Remember, for these awards, demonstrators compete only with demonstrators in their country. Now, let's discuss top performers overall in each country and the Global 100. The ranking of top overall performers is based on 6 criteria, 2 each in sales, recruiting, and leadership. Those 6 criteria include total personal CSV, total direct team CSV, number of annual direct qualified recruits, total annual recruits, number of direct team advancements to bronze elite and silver, and number of direct team advancements to silver elite and above. These overall performer awards are designed to reward those with balanced businesses. So sales, recruiting, and leadership hold equal weight in our calculations. You should also know that the pool of demonstrators we use to calculate the top performers overall in country is different than the pool we use to determine the Global 100. For top performers overall in country, we use only in-country demonstrators. That way, top performers overall in each country compete only with demonstrators in their country. For Global 100, we use all demonstrators worldwide as the pool of demonstrators from which we calculate the rankings. In doing that, the Global 100 compete with demonstrators from all countries for the award. Sometimes this can mean that a demonstrator who is top in sales in their country might not be among the top overall in that country, even if their sales are considerably higher. Why? Because we also take into account recruiting and leadership for the top overall award. It could also mean that someone who ranks among the top overall in their country may or may not rank among the Global 100. Again, why? Because they are competing with a different group of demonstrators for each of these awards. And now you know the criteria for each of our top performer categories.
The last question will be addressed by Kevin Lunt from our compensation plan team. The question is, I recently noticed a new demonstrator recognition pool chart in the top performing demonstrators section of the compensation plan document. What is that? Take it away, Kevin.
Thanks, Shannon. We created this chart with a couple of goals in mind. First, we wanted things to be fair across our different markets of varying sizes. The number of demonstrators we recognize in each of the top performing categories will now be dependent on the demonstrator count in each country at the end of the previous Stampin' Up! Year. Second, we wanted to recognize more demonstrators for their achievements. While our time is limited at onstage events, we have more flexibility online. Beginning this November, we will increase the number of demonstrators we recognize online above and beyond the number we recognize at our events. For example, online you will be able to view 250 demonstrators in the Global 100 category.
This concludes our 5 questions video about recognition. We appreciate each of you and the talents you bring to our Stampin' Up! Family. Have a great day.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.